discuss very important article, Transistor Clipper from Unit 2 Non-Linear Wave Shaping. This question is asked several times in the examination. So before going to Transistor Clipper, so let us discuss some basics about the transistor and later how it is used in clipper circuits. So that is what we are going to see now. Now let us take, for example, say NPN transistor. Let us take an NPN transistor, NPN transistor, like this. I am taking an NPN transistor. As you know that this terminal is emitter terminal. So this terminal is emitter terminal E. So this is your base terminal, so B. So this is your collector terminal, C. So it consisting of two junctions, J1 and J2. As you know that the transistor consisting of two junctions, J1 and J2. So what is J1 is called? The J1 is called as, since it is between emitter and base, so it is called as emitter base junction. Remember that it is called as emitter base junction. Emitter base junction. Similarly J2, what is junction J2 is called as? J2 is in between collector and base, so therefore it is called as collector base junction or base collector junction. You can also call like that. Okay, the NPN transistor is represented like this with this symbol, as you know that, very simple symbol. So this is the base terminal, so this is the emitter arrow is there, that is emitter terminal. So this is the collector terminal. So let us see about these two junctions, the conditions of these two junctions. Let us take three columns. So therefore this is say emitter base junction, take one column, and the other column is say collector base junction, so this is CB junction, emitter base junction. Last let us see what is the operation of the transistor, in which region it is going to operate. So let us see the first one. If the emitter base junction is reverse biased and the collector base junction is also reverse biased, so the transistor acts in cutoff region. So when the transistor is acting in cutoff region, it acts as off switch. Very simple, very important points. These 3 points are very important in competitive exams. Now what I am going to write now. So number two, when the emitter base junction is forward biased, and the collector base junction is reverse biased, the transistor will act in active region. So in active region, as you know that from EDC basics, it works as an amplifier. The third one, when both junction, emitter base junction is forward biased and the collector base junction is also forward biased, the transistor acts in saturation region. So therefore in saturation region, how transistor acts as? Transistor acts as closed switch. So these are the basics, very simple basics you should know about the transistor. Now, so therefore the transistor consists of two non-linearities. Remember that the transistor consists of two non-linearities. Let us see what is these non-linearities. Number one, when transistor is going from cutoff region to active region. This is the one non-linearity. As you know what is non-linearity actually. So when the transistor is driven from cutoff region to active region, this will bring one non-linearity of the transistor, and other is when the transistor is going from, the transistor is driven from active region to saturation region. So this will bring saturation region. So this will bring another non-linearity to the transistors. So because of these two non-linearities, it finds applications in clipping circuits. So because of these two non-linearities of the transistor, so once when it is driven from cutoff to active region, there is one non-linearity. When it is driven from active region to saturation region, so this will bring another non-linearity to the transistors. So because of these two non-linearities, transistor finds applications in clippers. So before going to transistor clipper, so let us see what is the currents and voltages when the transistor is in cutoff, and what are the currents and voltages across the transistor when it is in saturation. Let us see, very simple. First, case 1, when the input voltage applied to the transistor, when the input voltage is less than VBE cut-in voltage. So that means when the input voltage applied to the transistor is less than the cut-in voltage. First let us take the transistor. So this is the transistor. So as you know that this is the base, emitter and collector. So as you know that this is the base to emitter voltage. So VBE, the current through the base terminal is say IB, the current through the emitter terminal is say IE, the current through the collector terminal is say IC. So when we apply a input voltage less than VBE cut-in voltage, that like 0.1. If the input voltage is less than, let us say 0.1, what is the condition of transistor? That means when the input voltage is less than cut-in voltage, just like a diode, so therefore the transistor will be in off condition. Very important point, you have to observe that when the input voltage is less than the cut-in voltage of the transistor, that is base to emitter voltage, so then the transistor will be in off condition. So in off condition it acts as open switch. These points are very important when we discuss transistor clipper circuits. Let us see what are the currents in the circuits. So under this condition, so the base current is equal to 0. What is the collector current? Collector current is equal to IC is equal to beta times IB. So beta is also called as HFE into IB. Since the base current is 0, the collector current is also 0. So this is what you have to mention. The transistor acts like a open switch. Base current is equal to 0. Collector current is equal to 0. I use these 2 points again. Now let us take case 2, when the input voltage is greater than VBE saturation. So let us see what is this condition. What will happen? So let us take again the transistor circuit. What will happen to VBE, base to emitter voltage, when the transistor is in saturation? So this is the collector current. So this is the emitter current. So this is the base current, IB. So what is VBE? Just like a diode. So this is the VBE voltage plus or minus VBE. So now you apply it to the input is applied to the base. When the input voltage is greater than VBE saturation voltage. So then what will happen? This transistor enters into saturation. Remember that this transistor enters into saturation. In saturation, the transistor acts as a closed switch. Remember that. In other words, if from this formula you can see what is IB? IB is equal to IC by HFE. So IB is equal to IC by HFE. In other words, you can also say that if IB is greater than IC by HFE, so this is very important point for competitive exams. If the base current is greater than IC by HFE, the transistor enters into saturation, or if the input voltage is greater than VBE saturation, then also the transistor enters into saturation. Both are implied. Now, once the transistor enters into the saturation, the VBE saturation becomes constant. So this is the very important point. Once the transistor enters into saturation, the voltage across base to emitter terminal remains constant at VBE saturation. The collector current becomes constant in saturation region. So these points are very important. I mentioned these 2 points in the graphs. When the transistor enters into the saturation, the base to emitter voltage remains constant and the collector current enters into saturation and the collector current remains constant. So this is represented as collector current under saturation condition. So that is called as ICS. So based on this cutoff condition, saturation condition, so let us draw the very simple transistor clipper circuit. Let us draw the transistor clipper. Very simple circuit. Transistor clipper circuit. The transistor clipper circuit is very simple. It consisting of simple transistor. So collector resistor RC. This is plus VCC power supply. So this is RC. So this is RB. This is the input which we apply to the clipper circuit. So this is plus or minus VB base to emitter voltage. So this is the input we apply to this circuit. We take output at this point at the collector. So V0. So let us say the voltage of this between collector and emitter is say VCE. So one more point I forgot to mention here. So once the transistor enter into saturation, the VCE becomes VCE saturation. So which is also a constant. VCE saturation is generally 0.1 or 0.2 volts. So now coming to the transistor clipper circuit, now we take here 2 cases when ramp input is applied. So what happens to the base to emitter voltage? The base current IB, and collector current IC. So that is what we are going to see in this circuit. When we apply a ramp input voltage such that it will take the transistor from cutoff region to active region and active region to saturation region. What is the waveform of VBE and what is the base current waveform? What is the collector current waveform? So that is what we have to draw under transistor clipper circuit. So let us do that. For this, let us take very simple one. If you understand the above concept, you can easily draw these characteristics. So let us represent, so this is 0. So let us represent, say this is minus 0.1, let us say minus 0.1 line, minus 0.1 line, let us say this is plus 0.1 line, 0.1 line. Let us call this as cut-in voltage. Let us assume that it is a cut-in voltage, and let us take 0.3 and take one more dotted line. Let us call this as saturation voltage 0.3. Let us say for this transistor we have assumed cut-in voltage is 0.1 and saturation VB saturation is equal to 0.3. Now let us take the ramp input like this. So we apply a ramp input of this kind, this nature like this. So this is the ramp input, okay, which we apply here. So this is called as Vi. So this is the ramp input Vi. So first let us sketch what is the nature of base to emitter voltage. So you can clearly see that from this, say let us say this is the transistor. Let us say, so this is the transistor. So when the input voltage increases, what is the base to emitter voltage? The base to emitter voltage also increases linearly. So therefore the base to emitter voltage also increases linearly like this. Once the VBE crosses cut-in, listen very carefully. Once VBE crosses cut-in, so the VBE increases very slowly like this, exponentially. So that means it deviates in between cut-in and saturation active region, and finally when the input voltage is enough, it enters into what I said earlier, it enters into saturation. So this is the waveform what is this voltage? This voltage is VBE saturation. So this voltage is VBE saturation. So this line is VBE saturation. I said earlier, once the transistor enters into the saturation, what is the VBE voltage? VBE voltage remains constant. So therefore, mention here two lines here. So the first point is over. Just represent the base to emitter voltage diagram, base to emitter voltage waveform. So now let us see what is the other waveforms you want to plot. So this is the waveform of, this is the waveform of, what is this waveform? This is the VBE waveform. So let us draw now the base current and collector current waveforms. Very simple. Base current and collector current waveforms. Let us draw. So till this point of input voltage, cut-in voltage, what is the base current? As I explained in the first diagram, the base current is 0. Once the input voltage is greater than cut-in voltage, the collector current starts the base current starts increasing exponentially, as you know from VI characteristics of diode. So this is the base current IB. So now let us say what is the collector current? The collector current is, since IC is equal to beta times IB, the collector current increases very like this exponentially. So once it enters into saturation, the collector current remains constant. So this is called as ICS. So remember that. So this region is called as active region. You have to clearly mention this region is called as active region. So this region because VBE saturation, the base to emitter voltage remains constant, the collector current remains constant. This region is called as saturation region. This region is called as saturation region. So let us represent one more point in the diagram. So what is this base current which makes the collector current into saturation? So ICS by HFE. So this is the current diagrams. So this is the collector current graph. So this is the base current graph which you have to mention. So this is the response of the circuit for ramp input. We have to mention VBE waveform, IB waveform, IC waveform in the examination. So now let us discuss the transistor clipper with sinusoidal input. Previously we have taken with the ramp input, and what is the base to emitter voltage with the ramp input, base current and collector current waveforms we have drawn. So just simple, our circuit is very simple. It is consisting of just a transistor, the base resistor RB, the input we apply here VI, so the output we take across the collector. Very simple circuit. So this is RC, so this is VCC plus VCC, so this is VBE. So in this sinusoidal input, what we have to draw is what is the base to emitter voltage, so what is the base current waveform, so what is the collector current waveform, and what is the output voltage waveform. So this is VCE. So we have to draw 4 waveforms. When sinusoidal input is applied to the circuit, what is the VBE waveform, what is the base current waveform, what is the collector current waveform, what is the output waveform. So that is what we are going to draw when sinusoidal input is applied to this clipper circuit. Remember that we are using it as a clipper circuit. Let us draw these diagrams very carefully, because the operation is based on cutoff and saturation conditions. So let us say this is the sinusoidal input voltage we have applied to the circuit. Let us say this is the sinusoidal input applied to the circuit. So we represent the base to emitter voltage in this diagram. So when the input increases, clearly see when the input increases, the base to emitter voltage also increases. So the base to emitter voltage also increases till VBE cut in. VBE cut in. So just to mention one dotted lines here. VBE cut in. Once the base to emitter voltage crosses VBE cut in, it deviates. Similarly, in the previous example I have shown, it deviates and it enters into, after certain input, it enters into VBE, enters into VBE saturation. So like this, like this we have to mention. So during negative half cycle, the transistor will act as open circuit. So therefore the negative half cycle will not come VBE. So therefore now, so here you have to mention this first dotted line as VBE cut in, VBE cut in. So this line very carefully, here there are two portions, this region, okay. So this portion is VBE saturation. The first dotted line is VBE cut in, the second dotted line is VBE saturation. So first you have to clearly mention, so till the cut in voltage, so the waveform is like this. In between VBE cut in and VBE saturation, it deviates and it enters into saturation, VBE saturation, like that. So this is the response. So just draw dotted lines like this at cut-in point. At cut-in point, draw very carefully. So this is the draw here. So this is the VBE saturation portion. Draw carefully. Carefully. Understanding this diagram is very important. So this is VBE saturation portion. The middle one is. So again draw. This is the cut-in portion. So this is the cut-in voltage portion, and draw zero line, one more dotted line. So carefully draw these things. So VBE diagram is very important, very simple. VBE diagram is over. So now let us draw the base current diagram. Next one, the base current diagram. Let us draw the base current diagram, IB. This is the time. So this is the base current, IB. So what is till VBE cut in? VBE cut in, the base current is 0, as we have seen. Since when the input voltage is less than VBE cut in, the base current is 0. So during this portion, so the base current increases like this, the base current increases like this, the base current increases like this, and like this again. During this region, the base current becomes 0. So this portion here, you have to clearly mention this dotted line and this portion, in this portion. So this is the saturation region, because VB is saturation. So this is your saturation region. Remember that this is your saturation region. This region is saturation region. In this, during this period, what is the value? ICS by HFE, as explained earlier. So the base current waveform you have to draw like this. You have to mention it like this. The base current is like this. So this is the first IB waveform, very simple. So now let us draw the next waveform, IC waveform. IC waveform. So just to project these lines. What is the next diagram? IC versus time. So this is 0. Since IB is equal to 0, IC is also equal to 0. It is the collector current increases like this. So during this portion, as explained, the collector current enters into saturation. So like this. So what is this current? This current is called as ICS. The collector current is saturated. As I clearly mentioned, the collector, this is the saturation region. In saturation region, ICS remains, the collector current remains constant, as I explained earlier. So finally, so what we have to draw is the output voltage. So that will finish the circuit with the sinusoidal input. Very simple. Once you know the basic concepts of the transistor, you can clearly draw the output waveform. Let us project this. Let us project this further. So you can clearly see that. So when the base current is 0, so during this region when the base current is 0 from the circuit, when the base current is 0, so what is our circuit? We have our circuit, just I am drawing again. Our circuit is like this. Our circuit is like this. So I want the output voltage, so this is VCC. So when the base current is 0, you can see that the transistor acts as off switch. So what is V0? V0 is directly, because it is off, V0 is directly connected to VCC. So therefore you have to draw during the IB is equal to 0. So because this is IB is equal to 0 portion, the transistor is off, the output voltage is equal to VCC. So the output voltage will decrease like this. So during this portion, what is this portion? Saturation region. I said earlier that VCE becomes, the output becomes, once this transistor enters into saturation, the output voltage, once the transistor enters into saturation, the output voltage will become VCE saturation. Simple. When the transistor in off condition, V0 is equal to VCC. Once the transistor enters into the saturation, V0 is equal to VCE saturation. You have to clearly mention here VCE saturation. Again the increases like this, again it reaches to VCC. So this is the output voltage you see across the transistor. So this is the base to emitter voltage graph. This is the collector current, base current graph. So this is the collector current graph. This is the output waveform, which you have to mention, very very important, when sinusoidal input is applied to the transistor clipper circuit. So this is what you have to mention about the transistor clipper circuit. Very very important question in the examination. Thank you.